us, and we have some new images to show you. These are just coming into our newsroom, and we can see here numerous fire crews working to put out an active fire in Cramerton and some of the tactics that they're using to fight this fire. And this is coming as we're seeing fires across the Carolinas tonight.
Yeah, let's check in straight with Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich to see where we are with the forecast. These dry conditions not helping at all.
No, the good news today, at least the winds are down, so they're not spreading as quickly. But anything that starts, there's so much dry material, what we call dry fuels. That's the brush, the grass, the leaves. You know, everything's dormant. We're just starting to see things green up yet, but there's still leftover debris from the winter season. We're going to see a lot of wind the next couple of days because this storm system cranking up in the middle of the country heading our way. So it is going to bring moisture, but it also is going to bring a whole bunch of wind. So unless these fires are completely contained or extinguished, we're going to have some issues because the winds coming in definitely are going to be higher than we've seen so far. South winds initially, and then some northwest winds behind the cold front on Wednesday with that risk of severe weather. Highest to the east and a little bit less to the west. The good news for us is, if there is any good news in this, is the timing in the morning. While you hate to see rain or storms in the morning, that's the coolest part of the day. If we had heating of the day, meaning temperatures getting up close to 70 before this line of storms got here, this would be a much stronger line, and we'd be much more concerned about tornadoes, embedded tornadoes and strong winds. It's arriving at 8 or 9 in the morning. Even so, it's going to have plenty of wind energy, so we're going to see wind. It's just a matter of how much, and we've got plenty of wind energy and wind shear. What we're lacking is that fuel, that storm fuel, and the timing and the triggers all there with the cold front. So let's go hour by hour, kind of time this out for you. It's the morning hours, Wednesday morning. You know, we wake up early in the morning, rain's coming down the mountains, probably some very gusty winds. We'll have to see if there's much lightning in this. Probably some, no hail to concerned about, but this is all straight line winds. That is a bow echo moving through the area. You're talking straight line winds through about 11 a.m. Pushes off to the east quickly, and even behind the front, even outside of storms, you're going to have gusty winds. So regardless of thunderstorms, it will be an incredibly windy day on Wednesday. So secure all loose items. That's cold air, that's snow. Moving down the backside kind of shows you how cold it's going to be. And just to show you how little fuel we have for storms on Wednesday morning, and some of the good news with this, that cool part of the day, there's barely any thunderstorm fuel in the area. So everything's going to be driven by the straight line winds coming in, and that will be enough because just heavy rain can mix it down to the surface. So our wind damage threat is medium right now. Still watching the tornado risk, but it's very, very low. It's just not zero. So in the morning in the mountains, that's your timing. Right there around 7 to 10 o'clock in the morning in the Piedmont and then central Piedmont. Out towards the east, you're talking after 11 a.m. Let's get a quick look at those winds. I'm just going to show you how strong they'll be tomorrow. Southerly winds ahead of it. Here comes the front. Look at these winds right along the squall line. That's when we'll see the worst of it. But even on the backside, look at these gusty winds. In the mountains, the winds stay up all the way into Thursday, and that will be a cold wind moving in. So just be prepared. Early Wednesday morning, wind and severe weather likely. We want you to stay weather aware as we go into the morning hours. Your Guy Roofing 7-day forecast shows those temperatures, again, warming up the next couple of days with the strong storms, but then this weekend, a little bit of a cool down before we start the weekend. But don't forget this weekend, we set our clocks ahead 1 hour as we go back to daylight saving time.
Don't forget. All right, thanks for that reminder, Brad.